got a reading for you about somebody that is being seen a little bit more than they had in the recent past. I think we have a number of people noticing a glow up or somebody seeming to be much happier than they were in recent weeks or months. And this seems to be associated with feeling like a weight has been lifted because this person is single. I should clarify that for a small percentage of you, this could resonate, but be more so about a contract that you've been able to end maybe earlier than you expected to, something like a work contract or a living situation. But for the majority of you, this is somebody who feels like things are going to be a lot easier because they're no longer dealing with a relationship. So let's call in spirit with a little bit of wind chime time. I hope you're having a wonderful day. If you're interested in a personal reading, I would love to do one for you. My email address is wickedwandstarot@gmail.com. You can also find information in the description box about how to become a member. Thank you to the current members. Let's dive in with the Wild Reflections Tarot. What else do we have? Hello, Mavis. How are you doing? Hello, Bada. How are you doing? We have the Ace of Pentacles, the Sun, and the Tower. Okay. So this is a change opportunity for this individual, a period of transformation, feeling like things happened for a reason, and now I'm able to move forward in like a better way, even though it's a change of plans, or even though there are things that I'm gonna have to like kind of come up with on the spot. It's okay. I love this depiction of the sun. It's the only one where we have somebody literally using a gong, or, it's time, right? Um, I'm sure plenty of schools have had gong shows before. I think they kind of went a little bit out of style because they made people feel sad inside. But we had a gong show in my school. I don't know, was that middle school or high school? Where, you can perform or do your little like song and dance until people tell you that they've had enough. So someone has been sent packing, basically. Hello, Truman. Yeah, I saw you there. Hello, Bubble. How are you doing? Ooh, Lord. I hope they figure that out. Hello, Mr. Brad. Hello, Wayne. How are you doing? So we've got the Knight of Cups in the reverse. Hierophant in the reverse. Some sadness or frustration, maybe even just the disruption or having to set up a new routine has been a little bit challenging. But I think we have someone who acknowledges that endings bring about an opportunity for fresh energy. Okay, so what can I do instead? Or is it time to move? Is it time to change jobs? It seems like we have somebody who is making changes in multiple areas of their life. Hello, Junior. Hello, Suzette. How are you doing? I'm doing well, thank you. Sorry, it's got to be in English, or I don't know if you're saying something not cool. This is the Wild Reflections Tarot. Eight of Cups, walking away. This is not my scene anymore, or I needed to, find a place for just me. I feel like this is someone embarking on a journey by themselves. Perhaps there are folks who have, a child or children that they're taking with them. But this is someone feeling like it's time to make the decision they've been contemplating for a while. Hello, Eduardo. How are you doing? We have Strength, Death in the reverse, and Temperance. Yeah, there's definitely something that has changed about their appearance. I'm going to refer to this person as Temperance. So this could be Sagittarian energy. Doesn't have to be. But seeing things differently, feeling energized, even though they may also be a little bit sad about this situation ending. This is somebody who's basically looking at it as it's not what I wanted, but I'm going to make the most of it. Now I can go out for, the job I've always wanted because I can afford to move, or I can choose, to live downtown if I want to, that kind of thing. Hello, Rick. How's it going? Hello, Lagan. Two of Wands. 10 of Pentacles. 9 of Wands. Before I had to maybe make different decisions because of family members or a relationship. This could also be somebody who was caretaking for a family member, or somebody who was feeling kind of responsible to look out for a sibling of theirs. But maybe now they graduated high school and it's like, okay, you're on your own now. We've got somebody here who feels like now they get to make their own choices. It's all me. Whatever I want to do, I get to look at the options available and say, that's what I want to do, and that's where I'm going to go. Very freeing for them. All right. This is the Fairy Godmother Oracle. Hello, RJ. How are you doing? Hey, if you're going to spam my live chat like that, I will block you permanently. I'm going to put you in a little timeout. But I do hope you have a good rest of your day. What else do we have? Abundance. So I think because we have a determination to take advantage of the moment and the opportunities available, because we have somebody who is able to do exactly what it is that they want and who was clearly communicative about what they want. This authenticity could be about finally being honest about not being happy in a relationship. So maybe this is one of those things where, you've been married for a while and tried to make it work, but it was a little bit tricky, and now you can apply for the jobs that you want to. We have laughter. I do get kind of like a negative energy off of this card, even though one would think that laughter is a positive description, right? But I think it's more so that there was some not so healthy competition, or even like mocking of things that you were into, whether that's books that you read, movies that you like, games that you play, whatever it was. It seems like there's this tension where you don't understand something that's important to me, so I was never able to really enjoy it. Hello, Jordan. How are you doing? Hello, Shango. Hello, Darnell. It is late. Hello, Willie. So we've got the 9 of Pentacles and the World. Embarking on an adventure, and I'm the one who gets to decide what happens, where I go, how long I stay. So I haven't thought about this movie in a long time, and I am so sorry to say I don't remember the name of it. But I do know that it was based on a real life story about a young woman in Australia. I believe she was a teenager, like 15 or 16, who wanted to sail around the world. I think her boat was pink. So if you're Australian or you know what movie I'm talking about, put it in the chat or in the comments. But it was one of those things where people were like, wow, okay. I think she specifically set out to be the youngest one to do that. This is someone who's not necessarily breaking any records or going to be in a movie, but it's like, okay, so I invested time here, or I did, what everybody else was doing, but this is what I really want to do, even if everybody thinks it's a little bit weird. What else do we have? Eight of Cups. Ace of Cups in the reverse. Yeah, I think there are some people who are looking at your choice and thinking that you're basically just kind of walking away from everything and not letting anything really sink in, almost like you're avoiding or escaping the ending or the relationship problems that you may be going through. I feel like it's a breakup, right? Because we have the single card. They're failing to see that what you're doing is something that would make you happy, something that you've wanted to do. So I think they misinterpret your desire for adventure. King of Wands, Knight of Wands, and the Nine of Wands. So it's like you have to defend what you want to do. And in that movie, I do remember her parents being like, "Are you crazy? I mean, like, we like that you're into this, but like, that's a little bit, no? Okay, we support you." We've got the King of Wands, Knight of Wands energy, really tapping into that bolder side, or that desire to explore, do new things, take action, and no longer just like sit back and pretend that everything's good. So, a little bit of, I don't know, wild energy, right? Hello, Mohammed. How are you doing? Hello, Yashu. I don't know what you're saying that for, Truman. Sorry. Did I miss something? Hello, Sundar. How you doing? Hello, Toby. Hello, Clovis. Hey, lady. How are you doing? I hope you're having a good night. I guess I don't know if it's night for you. It's 7 o'clock. Well, 7:11. We've got the Hanged Man in the reverse and the High Priestess. I think you're aware that people would get very nosy. People would maybe not be super supportive of the plans that you want to follow through on, or the adventure you want to go on. I won't lie. I will probably never on YouTube tell you all about a place that I'm planning to go. Like, I have a pretty strict rule that online posts are about things that happened in the past. Like, here's what I did. I'm already back, or I'm already gone from there. This is somebody who's like, I'll tell you when I get there. I'll tell you when it's already done, because I know you're going to try to change my mind. I know you're going to try to tell me that I can't handle it. I don't know if this is like, I'm going to go to LA and be famous. And people would be like, no. That's not going to happen. But it's like, if I don't just take the opportunity and go for what I want, I know there's going to be something that gets in the way. I know there's going to be someone who tries to talk me out of it. And I don't want to deal with that. Hello, Russell. Oh, we don't really look for the negative energy here unless we're looking to time people out. I'm going to put you in a little time out. I do appreciate your beliefs, but I would hope that you could be respectful and tolerant of others. I think that that's what religion's true aim is, right? Bringing us together as opposed to trying to separate us. Hello, sir. How are you doing? Uh-oh. Did I miss it? Sorry. I might have missed it. Was it all the way at the beginning? Sorry, guys. I don't see it, but I will make sure to watch what's going on. All right. So, by the way, rejuvenation in the Tarot of the Cat people is judgment. Here it's coming through in the reverse. So I really do feel like this is about people looking at what you want to do as far as that adventure or that change in your life and being a little bit too judgmental. Being very likely to tell you can't make that happen. Yeah, this is someone, or perhaps even family members, friends, who would think this is asking too much of yourself, or you're just going to get lost in the big city, or, you know, your car won't make it that far. But Temperance is determined. Temperance is like, oh, no. This is my moment. I'm not going to sit here and be whiny and sad and eat ice cream. I'm going to actually change things. I'm going to put myself in a different situation and see how that goes. Why not? All right, this is the Egyptian Tarot. Hey, Brian Tired, how you doing? Hello, NY. I do personal questions about 30 minutes in, with priority to those who tip or donate. But I do like to do freebies every once in a while as well. Hello, Lemonade. Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? I think it's been that way for maybe like a week and a half now. Not really sure why they chose to do that. We have the Emperor in the reverse, the Page of Swords, and the Hanged Man in the reverse, which we just had from the previous deck. So you're removing perhaps a tendency to be a people pleaser, or for some of you, you're making this decision without notifying others is a declaration of independence. Maybe you used to be able to tell me what to do, or maybe you used to be able to influence my decisions. Maybe I used to feel kind of small because I didn't think I could do the things that you do, but not anymore. Now I see things differently, and it's really just about whether or not you saw me the way I am or the way you wanted to see me. They could be talking about their ex, or like I said, some family members, but this is definitely coming through as somebody who's ready to make a change, be bold, take a risk, do something that people don't expect them to do. You have Justice, a decision that they keep to themselves. Guarded energy with the Queen of Swords. I'm making this decision. I'm getting everything ready. I'm hopping in the car or getting on the plane, and I'm not going to tell anybody until I get there. Oh, yeah, maybe it is mobile. No, that's not a yes. That's just letting you know how it works. I start the personal questions at 30 minutes, so I'm still doing the general reading right now. However, those who tip, when they do, I write down what their question is so that when that personal question time starts, I know what order to go in and I don't miss anybody. Grind hard, thank you. Full force tonight, huh? So we've got the Devil and the King of Swords in the reverse. I shouldn't laugh because I don't think this person's very funny. I think we've got somebody who literally is the type to look for a problem in every situation, the type to expect the worst out of everything. This could be somebody who likes to make an ex, or whoever you are to them, likes to make people perhaps feel small. I like to make you feel like you have to get permission, or I like to make you feel like you can't do things on your own. I get the point, or I'm getting the sense that this is somebody that likes to observe and be like, you did that wrong. You missed a spot. He thinks. Is there anything more like worthwhile you could be doing? I don't know, like brushing your teeth? Six of Swords. Page of Wands. Queen of Pentacles and Death. So if I told you that my plans were to walk away, then you might ruin my plans. So I'll let you know. I'll tell you what happens, but not until I get there. And this could also involve somebody who plans to travel while divorce papers are delivered. This could be somebody who wants to get out of Dodge before a potential argument or overreaction to the end of a relationship. We have the Empress and the Nine of Swords in reverse. So, good for you. Whoever you are, despite being told that you can't hack it on your own, or you wouldn't be able to pay the bills or set up your own place, or move to a new place where you don't know anybody and make it work, this indicates that you absolutely can do that. The Empress is a card that talks about creation or building what you need or what you want in your life. This is a very, like, I can get it done kind of card. Not to mention you came through as Strength and Temperance, both of which talk about the ability to endure through difficult situations and still have some sense of balance, right? Hello, Baby Yoda. How are you doing? It's funny, isn't it? I mean, not really, but like oddly. Okay, what do we want? Yeah, we'll go with the Metamuse. I'll see that, please. Eight of Cups again. Walking away, leaving. Making the decision and knowing that it has to be something that you do without telling a lot of people, and focusing on what kind of opportunities or good things could happen, even though everyone has warned you or advised you that it would probably not work out, or you don't have enough money, or you don't have enough talent. We have, with this Queen of Cups, somebody out there who believes in you. This could be a good friend. This could be somebody who loves you romantically. This could be someone in your family who maybe is a little bit kinder than all the rest. The face that I see right now, this is so weird. The Romeo and Juliet with Claire Danes and Leo DiCaprio. I don't know the woman who played her, like, nursemaid or whatever, but she was the one who had more of that motherly energy towards Claire Danes. That's who I'm seeing. So there's someone who, it could be a mom, right? But there's someone here who is like, no, don't listen to all those people. They don't know what they're talking about. You will be stunning. You will be successful. You are just fine. It could even be that this person believes in them so much that they offer a little cash, or, hey, why don't you take some food with you out of my pantry. I don't know. It's just like I want to donate or contribute in some way so that you can make this work. Hello, Amanda. This is a general reading. Hello, Casey. Hello, how's it going, Skull? We have the Tower in the reverse, Ace of Cups in the reverse, and the World. So it could be that people don't see you or don't know what's going on for several weeks or even several months. People who may question whether or not you just kind of lost your passion for things. Oh, yay, I got the pumpkin on my head again. Oh, I love that. But this is somebody who nurtures themselves by taking a trip or moving elsewhere that they know will bring them joy. And when they come back around, whenever they do decide to go back around to this previous living, like the neighborhood or the town, see the family, they don't look the same. They look more relaxed. They look more confident. Maybe it even looks like they aged in reverse because they're not dealing with the same BS as they were before, where they were overwhelmed and exhausted, moving and setting up a new life for themselves. It enabled them to put distance between what caused that stress or anxiety and themselves. Thank you, Kelly. All right. This is the truth is. What else do we have? Games. Playing games just to keep your attention. I think there's a lot of people who heard or hear about this breakup and look at it as one in a series. So, oh, you all have broken up before. I expect you to be back together within the week, right? This has already happened, and you keep falling for this person's tricks or their games, right? But this break time is not just like taking a week off and then, you end up back together, which could be part of the reason why we have somebody who feels like they have to act without telling a lot of people or maybe even anybody what's going on, because they want it to be the actual end of this relationship. They don't want it to be one of those, okay, I'll take you back, even though you're still going to probably do those same things that cause issues, right? Because there are multiple problems here that have gone unattended to. Thank you, Grind Hard. Fall in love with me but not saying it. Do her sisters want us together? Hopefully they do. And has she been showing a picture of me lately? I got you, Grindhard. Hello, D-Sums. How you doing? Hello, Jonathan. Hello, Trace. How's it going? Hello, Ajit. Yeah, so this looks pretty likely that we have someone that people expected to start a family in this relationship, or someone who already had children, and that's why we expect you to be back together, next week. But we could also be having this child card come through because there is a family connection. Maybe I need to move away because I can't stand dealing with my dad. Maybe I need to move to a different state and experience independence because my mom meddles in everything. There's this family connection that is a struggle. We could have some financial issues at the core of this problem as well. All right. This is A Gamer's Ways. Hey Grant, how you doing? You're a double, huh? That's fun. Hello Joshua, what's up? Hello Brianna, how are you doing? Sorry, I think when it's spelled that way, I'm supposed to say Brianna. Okay, so we've got save point. The wizard sits and reflects on a time. Hold on, I need better lighting. On a time when save points were few and far between. There are things to be learned from the difficulties of times past, and it is wise to stop and consider what knowledge to bring forward. So I've been in, whoever this is, right, our temperance individual, I've been in this situation and not sought to change anything for too long. I need to think back on all the things that I've learned. I need to think back on the resources I have available to me, or what I've been through before, so I have the confidence and courage to go and make this happen. New top score. This is what the game of life is all about. Striving for a better personal score every day. At these levels, it might be a good idea to find a party to team up with, or better yet, seek out your match and your player too. I think we have somebody moving and knowing that they have a better chance of being happy in a romantic relationship if they are far, far away from someone else. Okay, good. Thanks for clarifying, Brianna. We have free for all. It seems there's some disagreement on what the party's goals are during this venture. Everybody wants something different, and there's concern as to whether this cooperative effort can be successfully cooperative. Yeah, I can't tell you what my plans are. I'm going to leave in the middle of the night. I'm not going to let you know that I'm gone until I'm already out of here, because I know you're going to make me feel guilty about it, or you're going to make me feel like I'm supposed to make some other decision than the one that would make me happy. All right, this is the Kipper, and then I'm going to dive in on those personal questions. Thank you for your patience, Greenhard. Did I say hello to Zatskia? Hello. Hello, 6M. How you doing? Oh, $6 Million Man. Nice. Did I miss something? Oh, my condolences. That's rough. Hello, Hope. How are you doing? Hello, Psycho Boy. So we've got courthouse. I think we have somebody who spoke with a lawyer and got everything lined up, and then everything changed in one day. Like planning this for weeks or months, found a new place to live, a new place to stay, right? Found a new job. Not really worried about somebody who, I don't know, maybe it's a family who's not going to send money or offer a place to live, or somebody who feels like if you're not going to stay married to my son or daughter, then I won't pay for your kids' school. Whatever it is, it's like, I understand, but I'm going to do it all on my own. I'm not going to change what I do with my life just to make you happy. I can make my own decisions. So, yeah, we have somebody surprising their family by leaving, starting a new chapter, moving away, being single, and feeling very independent. All right, let's see. What else? We shall use the Spanish tarot for your questions, Grindhard. that is rough. I hope you had a good opportunity to cherish those memories. All right. Has Micah fallen in love with Grind Hard, but is delaying saying it? Seven of Swords in the reverse and Fool. This is more so second guessing herself. It's like I have to be honest with myself about these emotions or about these feelings, because there's this protective energy around falling in love. It just ends in heartbreak. It's like I'm rewriting that. But yeah, she's having to be like honest with herself about that. Thank you, Jordan. Let me write that down real quick. Has she been thinking about me too? I got you. If she has, does she talk about me at all? I've got that written down for you. Thank you. I appreciate it as well. Do her sisters want us together? One of them does. We have a more suspicious energy coming forward who's like not having it and still feels like there's something about you that isn't right. And we have another person who may have felt that at the beginning, but now has seen a different side to you or has like an improved perception of you. We have the King of Swords in reverse. Somebody who's lying. And the Page of Cups in the reverse. I don't know if I should use that word. We have somebody who's like bitter. Sounds a little bit like the jealous friend, but this is specifically like negative mindset. Like I just expect everything to go poorly, that kind of thing. Hey, Aqua Beauty. How are you doing? I know it's a little unusual, isn't it? Hello, Michelle. How are you doing? Hello, Truth Hunter. Hey, Ben. I know what that means porque yo hablo español. Entonces, si tú puedes... Sorry, if you could be just a little bit more respectful, that would be lovely. Otherwise, I will time you out for longer, okay? So we've got the Chariot in the reverse. There's some hesitation here because of the sister opinion, the one who's like not a fan. But there's also positive influence from one who's like, yeah, I think that's a great match for you. Anything I need to know about the property? I got you. Cool. All right, so has she been showing a picture of me lately? Yes. There's someone here who's a little irritated about the picture situation, and I think it's because they're because this person finds you attractive. Is this a sister? I know we're all thinking it. Ooh. There might be, and I can't guarantee you that it's the one who approves of you. It might be the one who says that you aren't a good option and it's because they want you for themselves. There's a sister who's attracted to you. I will just let that enter the brain, ponder it for a moment, and then erase it from your brain because you don't need it. You don't need that information. You know? Good for you, Grindheart. I like that for you. Anything else for Grindheart? Since he's been such a great moderator, he's had to play lots of whack-a-mole today. We've got the 7 of Cups and the 3 of Wands. There's a choice that you're going to face in the next 3 days that you may feel you have a little bit more time to make that decision than you really do. So take action. It's not like you have to like literally do something 30 seconds after you hear about it, but like don't be waiting, 48 hours or whatever. You got to act relatively quickly. All right, let's see. And this is the Tarot Familiars, and we're going to move on to the question for Jordan. Hey, Burton. I don't see one. Anyone else can confirm. Let me know if you see that from Burton. All right, so for Jordan, we have, has my ex been thinking about me as well? I feel like they have done whatever they can to avoid thinking about you. It's like if I hear a song that reminds me of you, I'm going to skip it. Like I'm just immediately dealing with it because I don't want that to be what I'm thinking about. What else I got to do? And you said, is it for her or for me? I got you. Is this positive? No, we have somebody who's like kind of avoiding dealing with how they feel. Sorry, guys. My bag hates me because I was painting. All right. 4 of Wands and the 8 of Cups. I think this is someone who runs away from commitment. Or someone who feels stressed out by the requirements of commitment. Did she talk about me at all? Or does she talk about me at all? Lately, no. I think she's made that a rule. But I want to say like 3 to 4 weeks ago, maybe 2 to 3 weeks ago, we had a conversation about whether or not enough was done. Like, did I do enough? Is it my fault kind of thing? Did I make the wrong choice or did I ruin something and I'm going to regret it someday? And I feel like this is why we have shutting down, thinking about it, or talking about it. Because I don't want to admit that maybe I was wrong. I don't want to deal with the weight of that if that's true. Anything else Jordan needs to know? I do feel like there is... I do feel like there is someone here who could be trying to manifest love, but I feel like it's specifically you. Is this the ex that we're talking about? No. This is someone else that you might want to know about, Jordan. I don't like this person. This person is manipulative. I feel like this is someone you're not interested in who's trying to get you to see them differently. Because you don't, like, you're not interested, you're not attracted, you're not in love. So just be aware that there's someone who's probably a little bit obsessed with you, okay? I feel like I have to say, mind your beverages. And that kind of sucks, but mind your beverages. Okay, so for Aqua Beauty, hold on, let me write down Burton's. Oh, please don't send them by PayPal because then I can't see them. Like, I just have my YouTube app up when I'm doing this. But I will check PayPal, and that usually has an email associated with it, so I can respond that way for you. But let's just do a quick one for you. I've got you written down. Hello, Chris. How are you doing? So for wait. Oh, yeah. Anything I need to know about the property? Temperance. I feel there's someone who's watching over this, trying to make sure that things go better than they normally would. But there's someone here who's lying about how much money they have. Someone who's maybe saying they can afford something when they can't, or somebody who's saying, you know, they've got a better valuation than they do. Maybe even lying about their experience. So this is advising you to be cautious with regards to an agreement or a contract coming up that looks like it's exactly what you're looking for. Make sure that you do some due diligence or validate some of those things that are mentioned there. Ten of Wands, King of Wands, Empress. There is a situation that will call for you to be courageous or bold. I feel like that's something you can do more readily than a lot of people, but this is pushing you towards that, like, Empress energy, or keeping that sustained, right? Realtor? No, buyer. Yeah, it's a buyer who's, like, overextended. Oh, I hope things get better for you, GYR. No problem. All right. Grindhard had in 3 days. Is this something that Grindhard needs to do for Micah? That previous message, is that about something he needs to do for her? No, this is something you need to do for yourself. This has to do with stability or expertise, work related. Hermit in the reverse. This feels to me like taking action before you need to. So if I had a really serious, like, midterm, starting studying way before I normally would, because I'm a bit of a procrastinator. If I had to write a 10-page summary about how awesome you are, and it was due Sunday at midnight, it's me being done with it Friday at 5 so I can enjoy my weekend and then turn it in when I need to. You know what I mean? Like, this is like, anticipate needing more time than you need, or needing to turn something in earlier. Oh, I sure hope not, Hope. Let me write that down, though. And I've got Burton up right now. What do we need to make sure Burton is aware of regarding love life in November? We have the Fool, Four of Cups, Ten of Swords, and the Two of Wands in reverse. Oh, thank you, hon. There is definitely someone here who is going to regret rejecting you. This is going to be somebody who misreads you or does not understand you. Somebody who maybe even, you know how sometimes you could be attracted to somebody physically and then you get to know them and you're like, or other way around, like, okay, this is a weird one, but like Steve Buscemi, not the most attractive actor out there, but he seems chill. Like, I feel like that would be a really good conversation. There's something here where a perception about you changes and somebody regrets not being into it or not saying yes. This rejection is protection because this person, I have a feeling this is a little bit crazy. Why would I feel they would like cause so much drama for you? They're going to come back around. Oh, for real? Okay, I feel like this is somebody who likes to compete in romance. And if they hear that you're not interested or if they hear that you're into somebody new, this person might come back around specifically to try to like seduce you or get your attention one more time. So be cautious with that. So I love that question, GYR. I would say my favorite quote in the world is Albert Camus. I hope I say it right. I found there was within me, wait, hold on, I missed the first part. In the midst of winter, I found there was within me an eternal summer. Or spring? Oh my God, you guys. I think it's spring. Shit, is it summer? It's summer. I'm sorry for ruining that. But the idea being, sometimes we look without, like sometimes we look externally for the things that we want or we need. Sometimes it's because we've been taught things that aren't true. Sometimes it's because we don't see our own strengths. But you got this. Good luck, Burton. Talking about strength when the strength card comes out. All right, and then crossing my fingers for you, but for Hope, did he cheat on Halloween? Yes, and I do feel like you're going to find information. You're going to find confirmation. This could be like text message or a picture, switch up in terms of location or story. I'm sending you a big old hug. You know you deserve better than that. Hello, Third Eye. How are you doing? Hello, Gary. So we have the Five of Swords and the reverse. I do feel like there is an attempt to make things right after you find something. He's really nervous. He's really nervous. This is like the straw that breaks the camel's back. I enjoy that. Thank you. I trust you to make the right choice there, D. Yeah. Yep. That's what it is. You got it. I think you're going to get more information about that. What do we have for Charmaine, please? Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. Six of Coins or the Six of Pentacles and the Ace of Swords in the reverse. I see something being lost here. I feel like this is something that is worth something. Cash, jewelry, a bike. And somebody's lied about it. This is like I'm in the near vicinity and I see my moment and I go for something. I don't know if it's a $20 bill or what, but somebody took it and they lied about it. But the Six of Coins is a gain, not a loss, even though we have the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. So we have the Lovers. This is a choice that somebody made because they felt like they would be able to get away with it. But I do feel like they're young and naive, and they did something to leave behind some sort of evidence, or they're going to. This could be something that happens in the next week. But we've got someone who's a little bit overly confident, but also naive, right? So will the loss be made right? Yes, Temperance. All things in balance. So be confident that this will come back to you or you get something better. Sometimes that's how it works, you know? All right. Gotta just make sure I didn't forget anybody. Okay. I'm sending one more big hug to you, Hope. Yeah. If anybody else is able to send some positive energy her way, I would appreciate that too. Ooh, hold on. I'll ask. Is it physical? Oh, goodness. Was it physical? Yes. Yes, I do believe it was. I'm hearing like as much as time would allow, basically. Three of Swords and the reverse. I think it was safe, if that helps. Like, I don't think there's a risk of transferring anything. Will we make it official anyways? Yes. It may drive you crazy to be as patient as you have to be because she does have a little bit of a guard up. And you may even feel like she's not going to choose you or she's not going to go with that, like, commitment. But yeah, it just requires that patience and that honesty that I think you are fully capable of delivering. So, all right. I love you guys. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the subscribes. Thank you for hyping if you're able to. And I will see you on the next reading. Doodles.